Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Riti Kumari and I'm back with another video of the DBMS series. So in this video we would be knowing about relationships, then the degree, then what are the types of relationship like weak relationship, strong relationship, then cardinality in relationship and much more things. So without any further delay, let's get started. So what is relationship in ER model? In the very start, I explained na ki ER model basically stands for entity relationship model, and from the word it is very clear, entity relationship. So basically relationships among the entities is displayed in ER model. Now what is the relationship among entities? So consider that there is a entity called as person. Okay, so now person may work in some company. So there are two entities. First one is person and second one is company. Now the relationship among person and the company, that is work, is called as relationship. So basically association between two entities or connection between two entities is called as relationship. So relationship in ER model is the connection between two entities tables based on the related data. So person is the first entity. So entity we generally display it using a rectangle. Now there is a relationship. So relationship we display using a diamond, that is works. And then there is one more entity, that is company. So basically person works for company. These two are entities. And this is the relationship between two entities. Okay. Now let's see at the term what is the types of relationship. So basically like types of attributes and types of entity. In types of entity we got to know more about strong entity and weak entity. In the same way here also strong relationship and weak relationship exist. So let's see that what is strong relationship and what is weak relationship. So first we'll start with the strong relationship. Now what is a strong relationship? A strong relationship exists when two entities are highly dependent on each other and one entity cannot exist without the other. So basically a strong relationship is established between two persons when they are inseparable, right? So in simpler terms, that when two people are inseparable, they have a strong relationship. And when they can be separated, somehow they have a relation, but they can be separated, is called as weak relationship. So in this case, strong relationship is when an entity is highly dependent on another entity and cannot exist without another entity, that is called a strong relationship. Now here I have taken an example of customer and order. So, okay. So basically there is a customer and there is an order. Now every customer places some order, right? So every order is placed by a customer. Now in customer there would be some attributes such as customer ID, customer name, customer address and much more, right? And order also may have some attributes such as order description, order ID and much more. Okay, so what happens is ki for every customer there is a order, right? So for every customer ID there is a order which exists in this particular table. Now what will happen when I delete this customer table? So there would be some customer IDs present, but these customer IDs does not exist because the table does not exist. So in the very starting of the video I explained about primary key foreign key relationship. So basically in this customer table the attribute CID is acting as a primary key, and in this order table CID is also present and it is acting as a foreign key which is taking a reference from the primary key of another table, that is the customer table. So they have a relationship established between them. Now what if I delete this customer table? So all the customer details would be gone, all the customer IDs would be gone. Now here from this customer ID this table is taking reference from this particular table, but since this customer ID is deleted or this customer table which is having a customer ID is deleted, it won't be able to take a reference. So they both are dependent on each other. So basically the one which is having a primary key is called as parent, and the one which is having a foreign key, which is taking a reference from its parent, is called as child. So basically here the child has a foreign key, here the parent has a primary key, the child is having a foreign key which depends on the primary key of parent. So if the parent is deleted, the primary key of parent is deleted, then the child won't be able to take any reference from the parent, and it will result in the referential integrity rules breaking. I made a video on the same, that how the rules are breaking in referential integrity and how we can achieve that referential integrity is also there. So referential integrity rule would be broken, so in this way a relationship couldn't be established. So this is called a strong relationship. Strong relationship means something which is inseparable. So when two entities depend on each other for their existence is called a strong relationship. Whenever there is anything which happens to one table, it affects the other table. Now the second is the weak relationship. Again I told ki strong relationship is something where things are inseparable, it couldn't be separated. But in weak relationship we can try to separate them, it won't affect much. Okay, so a weak relationship on another hand exists when two entities are related but one entity can exist without the other. So whenever there is a use case when one entity can exist without the another entity, that is a weak relationship. Let's understand from an example. So here I have taken two entities. The first entity is order, the second entity is order item. Now order is having a order ID as primary key. Order item is having a order ID as foreign key, which is taking reference from the order table. Now order item also have a order item ID, which is a primary key in this order item. So basically consider that this is a order item table and this is the order table. Now order table has order ID, order name, order description, and order item is having order item ID, OIID. So just make it OIID, order item ID. Order ID, which is basically taking a reference from this table, which is called as foreign key in this table, and consider order item name. Okay, so now this particular order item ID is acting as a primary key here. So basically order ID is a primary key in the order table, which is a parent table, and order item ID has order item ID as the primary key. Sorry for confusing with the words. So order ID is a primary key in order table, and order item ID is the primary key in order item table. So basically this is also having a primary key, this is also having a primary key. Now there could be chances na ki you place a order and order item details and everything is attached to that particular order, but order item is something which can exist independently as well. Like there might be some products in backlog, or there might be some products which is not yet bought by you, so there are order items. So basically order item is something which can exist independently even if there is no order table. So a weak relationship is a relationship where the two entities are related but one entity can exist without the other. So basically order item can exist without order, but yeah, at the time of making order, whenever a customer places the order item are attached to that particular order, but before placing of that order, the order item can exist independently. So this is weak relationship. Strong relationship, when things are binded, can't be separated. Weak relationship, things can be separated but they somehow have a relationship between them. Now what is degree in DBMS? So a degree in DBMS refers to the number of attributes or columns that a relation or table has. So basically the number of attributes your entity is having is called as degree. It's degree. So consider that there is a customer table. Now customer may have some attributes, customer ID, customer name, customer Aadhaar details. So the degree is 3. So basically the number of attributes or the number of columns in a relation or in a table is called as degree. Now here is the type of degree. So degree is 1. The name we told it as is a n-ary degree. And a relationship with a single attribute is called as having a n-ary degree or degree 1. Now degree 2 is called as binary degree, and a relationship with two attributes is called as binary degree. Now degree with 3 is called as ternary degree, and a relationship with 3 attributes is called as ternary degree. A degree of n is n-ary degree, and a relationship with more than 3 attributes is n degree, where n is greater than 3. Null value. So in DBMS, a null value can occur for various reasons. Not needed information. Sometimes some details are asked, but they don't apply to everyone. For instance, asking for a spouse name for someone who isn't married. So basically, what is null value in DBMS? So you might have seen many places, or whenever we create some tables, we give that this can be null or this can't be null. So some of the attributes we give that this can be null or this is optional. So consider that student is filling Aadhaar card details or PAN card details. It's not possible that each and every student would be having a PAN card. So we can't make that particular column a mandatory, or we can't make that particular column not null, because null values can exist. In the same way, there is some not needed information. So basically consider that you are being asked your spouse name, but you aren't married, you are a single person, so you won't fill any data. So that particular data would be filled with null value. Now here are the instances that why null value basically is used, or what could be the simple use cases why the null value exists. So the first use case is not needed information. So whenever there is a not needed information, we can use the null value. Now second is don't know the answer. Every now or then we are asked a question, but we don't know an answer yet. So you may have dealt this in day-to-day life, that you are asked a question and you simply blank out because you don't know the answer. So in that particular case also null value can exist. So there are some hypothetical questions which are being asked. Do you think a bird can fly, walk, cry, eat at the same time? So again, it's a very lame example, but again there are some questions about which you don't know the answer, so you can put it as null. So basically null value can come in that place as well. So the third thing is forgot to fill in. Like when you are filling out a form and you accidentally miss putting in some important information. So what happens now, whenever we are filling a form, there are some fields marked with asterisk, that these particular fields are required field, but there are some fields which are not marked with that. So what values would be filled for that particular field? So their null value can exist. So sometimes you are being asked that what previous internships you did, but you didn't did any internship. So in that case, you make that value or make that field null, like you leave that. So null is automatically put into that. So this was all about relationships in database, degrees in database, and then what is the importance of null value, how the occurrence of null value takes place, and much more things. We will be discussing about cardinality and then types of relationship, one to one, one to many, many to one, and many to many in next video. So this was all about this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're someone who is new to my channel and looking out for tech content, go ahead and watch the tech content first, and then if you find it useful, please go ahead and subscribe. Also, if someone is looking out for DBMS series, you can surely suggest them this series, because this is a very beginner friendly series. Everything is explained from very basics. Till then, take care. Keep learning, keep growing, keep smiling. Bye.